Welcome back to Hardcore Ultimate Iron Man. I used my minigame teleport to get up here to Barbarian Assault to pick up some free planks. Super convenient. And also, while we're here, I'm going to talk to this barbarian and tell him that I am, in fact, a barbarian, and get the bar crawl card. This is going to require me to go all over the place, so it's going to be a bit of a process. But we just need to go to a bunch of inns and bars and such. So we will just start working on that. And when we're ready, we will head back to Varrock, because we need to do some mini quests. I have been all over the world, unlocking songs, drinking random things, but we're finally back in Varrock with one final drink on our bar crawl. It cost me a bit of money, but not too much. Not a huge deal to get this out of the way. But now we are too drunk to read the bar crawl card, which is pretty funny. That is the bar crawl completed once we return to the Barbarian Outpost, which we will do in due time. But first, what better thing to do after getting so drunk you can no longer read than go assist the museum with making sure their quiz is correct. A completely reasonable person just comes falling down the stairs, blackout drunk. Like, yeah, sure, you can be in charge of making sure the quiz is right. Sounds like a great plan. I will do my best. Well, I couldn't read any of the plaques, but I'm sure they're fine. And for our drunken help, we get 9 Slayer and 9 Hunter. That's a whole bunch of free levels. Can't complain about that. For our next drunken escapade, we're going to get into home renovation. Talking to Marlowe. We're going to go fix up his dad's house. Which is weird, because they're a construction company. You would think they could do that themselves. But they are going to delegate that to the random drunk. Why not? Why not? The first part of this will be very doable. We just need to smash all of his furniture. I can do that. Eh. I mean, it looks already smashed, so I'm not sure how much I'm smashing the furniture and just chucking it out a window. But either way, you now no longer have any furniture. And I'll rip up the carpet too. Why not? Everything is going fantastic. But now we actually need to replace things. Oh, and here's a fun cutscene about construction. It's like an introduction quest, except it's a mini quest. Neat. I'm sure our house is going to be fantastic. Would help if we had multiple people building the entire house. But we don't. Look how fancy. How fancy. All sorts of rooms. Useful things. All this crazy stuff that you will not be unlocking for a very long time if you're just starting construction. I don't know if this mentions how incredibly expensive this is going to be to obtain. But if you wanted to recreate that house and you're just starting, it's going to take a while. Especially this part. Yes, just get all the boss pets. And 100 cats. Great. How amusing. There's also a introduction quest to Slayer. Interesting if we get some random introduction quests to more skills in the future. Could be fun. There's some logs we needed. Oh, we got so little inventory space. We need, like, a lot more stuff here. We need 5 bolts of cloth and some nails. 10 planks. Plus the 3 waxwood planks. 5 bolts of cloth and nails. How are we gonna get this to happen? No cake. That's space for 5 of those. I guess we need to drop the Ghost Speak amulet. We're keeping the gold. We're going to do stuff with that. Alright, here we go. This should be enough space. We trade the sawmill operator. Spend a good chunk of money on these bolts of cloth. And then we need nails. Steel nails are a decent price. Reasonable. We're going to need a significant amount of nails, since we are literally one construction. $100 or so should be okay. Yeah, there we go. Now we just need to go build all the furniture while we are still too drunk to read. If you just never finish this bar crawl, your character would be canonically drunk the entire time. Doesn't affect anything. It's interesting to think about. Ah, we need a saw and a hammer. Oh no, we're ruined. Okay, how are we gonna make this happen? We could drop. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to slowly ferry a saw and a hammer from the sawmill operator to here, dropping items and running back and forth. I think that's going to be our plan of attack. This is going to take a while, because we have to walk back and forth between the items. Hopefully we can avoid doing this most of the time. But in this situation, it's probably our best bet. Hooray. Well, that took a while. Sawmill only sells saws, so I had to go to the general store too. But we're back, making some furniture, bending lots of nails. But hopefully we get through this in the end. A lot of good construction experience in this mini quest. There's level 3. It's probably level 4. Yep, awesome. Another chair. It's not the best chair, but it actually stands up, so that's more than we can say of what was here before. There is level 6. And we have finished building all the construction pieces here. All this furniture is better than it was before, somehow. We didn't use too many nails, so we'll be able to use those in the next things we're doing here, which will work out very nicely. Just need to announce that we've finished this and get our reward. Marlowe, you sent a drunk guy to demolish your dad's furniture and then rebuild it. And luckily for you, everything's worked out. And we get a free house, experience, and stuff. 8 construction. We can build wooden chairs. Yay. Construction guide. Don't need that. And Marlowe's crate. We get construction supplies to the tune of mithril nails, regular and oak planks, steel bars, bolts of cloth, house tellies, and Falador tellies. Now these are another option for teleporting away from places. And these actually work in the wilderness, so I think it would be wise to keep those available for us for a second here. Let me see what we can sell these for, though. 0 coins for a Fally Telly, 7 coins for a Mithril Nail. It's not a lot. We have these steel nails, though. It's already down to 4. We only have the 25 planks here. I don't know if that's even going to be enough to get us to a very high level. We can just grab some more planks from Barbarian Assault. But I want to make use of our ability to teleport out of the wilderness here. So we're going to head up to the ditch. Sprinting off into the wilderness on the hardcore Ultimate Iron Man. What could possibly go wrong? That's what the teletabs are for, I suppose. We need to talk to the monk, the Mage of Zamorak here, who immediately tells us to not talk to him here. Why he has to make such a deal of talking to him here in the first place. Really inconvenient for me. Hop. But we will carry on and talk to him where he actually wants to talk to us. Back down in southwestern Varrock. The Zamorakian mage wants to know about the Rune Essence Mine. And I say, sure, why not? We just need to bring this scrying orb to the Rune Essence Mine. 3 times? 2 times? Something like that. Anyways, we can start with Aubrey here. Straight to where we need to be. And that is 1. And to minimize our inventory space usage here, we're just going to go get this completed. And we are off to another wizard. The second teleport to the Essence Mine will be Cedridor. We're getting easy tasks for teleporting to the Essence Mine, so that's pretty handy. And for the last one, we're going to have to go use our favorite boat again. Back to Ardoin. It's just such a convenient boat. It really is. Good stuff. And Wizard Cromperty will be our third. And that's another easy task. I sure do like teleporting to the Runescence mine from all sorts of different locations. The Scrying Orb is now ready. And I think this is a good time to use our Chronicle teleport, because we are very far away from Varrock. Only have one charge left. Well, that's okay. We can go turn in the Scrying Orb to the Mage of Zamorak and get another nice reward. The reward will be rune crafting to level 9. We can make earth runes, which is very convenient. We can mine essence right here in Varrock and walk to the earth altar. Of course, we would need to get ourselves an earth talisman. That is a problem for later. For now, we're just going to go through the rest of his dialogue. Make sure we've done all the chat options here to properly unlock the Abyss. Because even if you finish the mini quest and get the rewards, you don't actually have it unlocked yet. But now, if we head back to the wilderness, he will teleport us there. Check out this fun book. Sorts of information on the Abyss. And a small pouch, which would be nice if we were doing some rune crafting, but we are not. And that is that done. Our stats are looking a lot more leveled up. Only Herblore and Farming have 0 experience now. Now, I want to go make use of our construction supplies. And I really don't think I'm going to need these teleports to house or Falador teleports. So I'm going to break one of these. Head straight to my house, which is looking just fantastic. And we'll use files here to unnote some stuff for us. Still don't want a Falador teleport, huh? Well, I don't need it, so you can have it. We'll start off with the regular planks. Just unnote them all. Enter in build mode, where we need our bank pin, which was required for setting up the Iron Man mode here. So we'll get that done. Okay. Since we have level 9 construction, we've got a few more options here. We could probably build a kitchen if we had 5,000 coins, which we do not have. So I think that pretty much limits our ability to make much use of the steel bars. What do we do with the curtains? 3 bolts of cloth for the curtains. And the rug is 2 and becomes 4. What was curtains? 2 and then 18 with oak. Okay. We have 8 cloth we can make torn curtains twice, and then a rug. We have some wooden chairs. Now we have level 9. We've got mostly the regular planks here, which is going to slow us down a bit. If we can get to where we can actually even use the oak, that is the question here. That's 10 construction. We're also really limited because we can't build any other rooms. Let's get the 3. We get 3 bolts of cloth this time. More regular planks. We can build the curtains once. Just trying to make the most use of these free resources we were given. Build some torn curtains. Nice. And then we can build a bookcase. That gets us to 11. We could build a fire pit if we could afford to make a kitchen, which we can't. We get the rest of the cloth out. More of the planks. I think we'd probably need to get a lot of regular planks in order to actually get to a point where we could use the oak planks. So we might just have to bin the oak planks for now. There's 12. We need to get to like 20 or so. And I think the first things we could make with the oak planks aren't even in this room. So that also would slow us down. We can still grab some regular planks when we head back to Barbarian Assault, just to make use of more of these nails. But it's not looking like we're going to get to a place where we can use oak. We could unnote the steel bars and make some daggers or something. That's probably our best bet to make use of these resources. We're still going to get a few levels of construction out of this, though, so it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. One more wooden chair. Okay. So we're going to want the one teleport to house. We honestly aren't going to have enough things to worry about using this many nails. So we can probably sell the mithril nails, unnote the steel bars, smith some steel axes, I guess. Make sure to not sell all the steel axes. That'd be a mistake. Need to keep the hammer and saw if we're going to do more construction. But I don't think we're going to be able to use the oak planks. Not in just one more inventory from Barbarian Assault. We want to maximize the amount of planks we bring back with us here. So we're going to use the bar crawl once we get there. Yeah, I think this will work. So I guess this is a good time to show off the unnoting at a bank feature that's available in Ultimate Iron Man. You can't use a bank, but you can make use of a bank. Kinda. We've got some bars, and we'd like them to no longer be noted. So we can unnote them by using them on a bank. This doesn't allow us to re-note the items at all, just to make them into notes. Make them into not notes. It's not reversible. is the gist of what I'm saying here. Because it would be pretty silly to get noted items and then be able to do absolutely nothing with them. Would have been pretty funny. But that's not how the game mode was made. Wonder what kind of implications there would be for that. Anything that gets noted is no longer usable ever again. I think we just made Herblore even worse. And it was already pretty bad. We were really being down on Doric's anvils earlier. But here we are, making use of them. To get a tiny bit of smithing experience, I suppose. Better than nothing. Our cash stack is also very low at this point. We're about to go sell 5 steel axes, 13 mithril nails, and 10 oak planks. I'm sure that's going to be just all the money in the world. We've still got the gold, which we need planks to do. How many planks do we need this? 2 planks, 10 nails. It's going to be 6, it's 30 nails. I want to make all of the beginner stash units, because we can. And we're still not going to need that many nails, so we can still sell the mithril. Alright. Mithril nails. Goodbye. 5 steel axes. Goodbye. And 10 oak planks. Ooh, that's actually not a bad price. I guess they give them a decent alch value, since you have to spend so much money to create an oak plank. Well, I am poor enough that I'm going to hop worlds here to get the most out of our oak planks. I say it's worth it. And 5 more oak planks. 2,000 coins. Very cool. Now, we can return to Barbarian Assault. Pick up some oak planks. Well, nope, regular planks. And turn in the bar crawl. Turning in the bar crawl, we now have the option to smash vials. Yes, please. I'd love to smash vials. Not that we have any potions to drink quite yet, but it's the thought that counts. And we'll take the rest of the planks we can carry. And back to my house. Whoop. We need to save 6 planks here. House options, house options. Building mode. So what can we make with the remaining planks? We've got 10 of them. We could build 2 bookshelves and a terrible chair, I think. Yep. So unfortunately, we're not going to have a good-looking chair here. We're going to make a worse chair, because it's the best we can do. Level 13. We can build a rug now. Not that we have any more cloth. So, actually we can't build another rug. But the option is there in the future. And 2 wooden bookcases. Gets us a little bit more experience. Alright. So now we have the 6 planks that we need to finish the beginner stashes. We got the gold ring, the gold necklace, and technically we have the leather boots, but we're going to get another one of those. And technically we have the cape that we need to dye red, but we're going to get another one of those. Let's go stab a highwayman, nice and quick. We're going to need to make another red dye, though, which is unfortunate because the red berries are in Varrock, And then the stash unit is also in Varrock, so we're going to have to return to Varrock multiple times. But we can manage. Running around is kind of a thing we do here. The other two items we're going to need are a bronze axe and a chef's hat. Ah yes, this one doesn't drop the cape. Let me kill this one. Get over here. Stand and deliver, indeed. Poke. Still on defensive stance. That's fine. Because we got another cape. Don't think we're going to need the house teleports, but we'll keep those for a minute here. Inventory is going to be clear enough for the time being. So you need to go get red berries. You need to make the dye. You need to go to Lumbridge. There's a few ways we could do this. Alright. Let's just go get the red berries first. That'll be fine. Another pair of leather boots from Lumbridge Basement. And then a bronze axe from Bob here. And we can actually build our first stash. Right outside Bob's house here. See how much experience this gives. It's gonna be something. Bronze axe. Bronze axe, leather boots. In the stash unit. 150 experience each. Very good. And stored. So that is technically our first stored items on the account. I mean, it's leather boots and a bronze axe, but still. That's gotta count for something. So now all we need to do is get the red berries into a red dye for the cape. And get a chef's hat from goblins. So that's just a bit more free combat training. So that's good. It's time to continue the stabbing. I got another beginner clue from the goblins. So we'll get that done too. Since we're making all the stash units for beginner clues, that is going to be very convenient for us. We will not need to worry at all about having those items, because we have the items and they're stored. Also, the leather boots and bronze axe were not our first stored item. That was the spade, which we collected from the Tool Leprechaun. While we're here, I'm going to get 2 more teleport cards for the Chronicle. It's just so convenient being able to get to Varrock. Just so convenient. Also, our clue is also in Varrock. Well, Varrock adjacent, at least. Let's go build these 2 stash units here in the center of Varrock. And then we can try to finish this clue scroll. There's probably more Charlie steps that we can't quite do yet, but we will get to that when we get there. We've got this bush here for the gold jewelry. And in the clothing shop, somewhere near here. Yep, there it is. For the chef's hat and the red cape and 15 construction. We can build a workshop, assuming we had money, which we do not. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a whole bunch of money from this beginner clue scroll. And other jokes you can tell yourself. And here is the clue spot. Another clue. to Falador. This would be the moment where I would use that Falador teleport, but everything worked out getting rid of that for inventory space, so not going to complain about it. I'm just going to walk to Falador. And that's fine. One has to wonder what all these NPCs are doing with all these treasure scrolls. But I'm not asking questions. Oh no. The most complicated version of a beginner clue scroll. The hot and cold. Fantastic. Okay. Well, we need to go back to Varrock now. I don't know if we could have grabbed the device while we were there. Whatever. We'll go get that, and then it'll tell us where we need to be. It was pretty annoying seeing this was the spot we needed to go to, coming from the north, having to walk all the way around the fence. But we're here now. There's the casket. Body runes. Oh boy. Okay. Fantastic. Levels are looking really good. All sorts of stats. That's great. But I think I'm ready for a bit more combat. Next time. Goodbye.